What's up, everyone? So this is Cheech here, in case you do not know my name. And yeah, it's pronounced as Cheech. Sounds like speech. I tell that to everyone I meet. Anyhow, without further ado, so I'll be going through today on 1. What is P2P money lending or financing? 2. Why should you invest in it? So yeah, just a brief introduction. So P2P means peer-to-peer. So peer as in your friends, your colleagues, people within your social circle. So peers, as in like people around you, general public, they pull their money together to do money lending or financing, as stated by the title. And yeah, so let's begin. Up next, let's all go through the two phases I'm going to tell you about. So the first phase is the investing phase. So as you can see here, you have businesses who are looking to borrow money, because sometimes banks can be pretty stringent on offering loans, so they actually go to look for money in some other places. You've got the investors, which is okay, I put A, B, C to F here, but technically you can have lots of investors, maybe hundreds, thousands, depending on how much the loan is and how many people are into that loan. And you got the P2P company as a middle person linking the businesses and the investors. So to keep this simple, so what happens is the investors, they each invest money into the P2P company. So let's say investor A puts in 100, investor B puts in 1,000, investor C 5,000, and so on. P2P company gathers all that money, consolidates it, and then passes this money to the business which wants to borrow money. And as you can see, it's just as simple as that. We donate the money, we invest the money to businesses, and businesses sign an agreement with the P2P company to pay back at a certain interest back to them, and then back to us. And moving on to the returns phase. So once the businesses have already completed their operations and they've started gaining some profits, they return the money together with the interest, as you can see here. So principal and interest. So why is there an asterisk here? Because the thing is, the interest, how much they pay back depends on the agreement of the loan. So it can be that they pay you back just interest first, and then they pay you a lump sum of the remaining amount at the end of the tenure. But at times, they actually pay back the principal and interest monthly to the end of the tenure. So they pay back to the P2P company. P2P company consolidates that collected money and then redistributes it to us investors depending on how much each of us have invested. So basically, as you can see, it's just a reverse cycle of what was happening in the earlier phase. So this is basically how P2P money lending is simplified. I know there may be other intricate details that I may have missed out, but this is the easiest I could think of in terms of explaining it. Moving on to an example of a loan on note. They actually call it note. I don't know why, don't ask me. But anyhow, example, if we were to go with one of the notes which I've actually taken from Funding Societies, one of the platforms that I'm a current investor in. So let's say we go with term financing. Okay, there's actually two kinds of notes on Funding Societies. So you got the term and the invoice financing. But for example purposes, we'll go with term financing. So for this financing, the business actually borrows a sum of money and agrees to pay it back every month a certain amount. So let's say the business needs 100k, the tenure is 4 months, interest rate is 14% per annum. In case those who don't know what per annum is, because I was one of them back in the past. Per annum means per year, annually. Minimum funding is 100 ringgit. So as an investor, you can put in 100 ringgit, and the maximum you can put in is 1,000 ringgit. So you don't get people monopolizing the deal, I suppose. That's my assumption. Anyhow, let's say we invested 1,000 ringgit inside. The service fee, okay, for term financing, I'm not sure about for invoice financing. For term financing, I checked Funding Society's website. It's 2% per annum. So effective interest rate, which means after the deductions, would be 14% minus 2%, giving 12% per annum. Simple math, right? I don't think anyone would screw up with that. The tenure is 4 months. Total gains received would be 12% times 4 out of 12, because the thing is 4 months is not 12, because as we know, This interest rate is per annum, but we only want it for 4 months. So we times 4 out of 12 months. And times how much money we're investing in to give us a sum of 40 ringgit. And yes, it is just as simple as that. But why do you invest in P2P money lending? Well, there are 7 simple reasons here. I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward. Anyone should kind of understand why I went to it. Well, they're regulated by the Securities Commission of Malaysia. That's right, SC, baby. But the thing is, SC regulate the stock exchange in Malaysia, in case you didn't know. So if you're telling me it's a scam, or it's like some MLM or some stuff like that anyhow, just be sure that it's regulated, so it's not any kind of negative thing you're thinking about. If you don't believe me, just go Google up funding societies or P2P money lending in general. I believe there's like 11 at the moment, 11 regulated or approved ones. When I was signing up last time, there were like only 6, I think, last year. Okay, moving on. Low salary, no worries, mate. Only 100 ringgit to kick off your investment. That's right, just 100 ringgit. Folks, if you can't save 100 ringgit a month, I don't know what to say. But yes, I believe we're just real this way. And it's a form of diversification. But being an investor, that's like the key word. You want to diversify your risks in case one of your investments fall, you got the other investment backing it up, like the cushioning fall. So see it as a fixed deposit, but with risks. That's the way I see it. I don't know how you guys see it, but yeah, that's my perception of it. And also, moving on the FD part, it actually has, P2P itself has 3 to 4 times the interest rate offered by FDs. So the last I googled, FDs, they give you around 3 to 3.1, 3.2% around there. So if you times 3 times 4, you're getting like what, 9 to 12, 13%. So it's actually a lot. The highest I've seen so far is 18%. That's pretty rare. You gotta understand, the higher the interest rate, the more the risk. And the 5th point, it's got low default rates. So defaulting means that the person who borrowed money isn't able to return the money. So essentially it means that losing all your investment, not all, but only for that particular loan or note. But the thing is, as a user in funding society since May, I've got 0 default rates so far, so I'm not too sure. It could be the other investors facing it. But as of today, 16th of June, where I checked Funding Society's website, their default rate is at 0.91%, which is good based on how I perceive it. But yeah, that rate is based on their inception to the current. So yeah, it's actually pretty good if you would ask me. Less than 1%, man. That's like not too bad. And moving on to the next point, referral rewards, man. Who doesn't like that, man? It's like free money falling from the sky. But yeah, anyhow, depending on which P2P platform you're on, like for funding societies, for instance, they give you 30 ringgit. And this 30 ringgit is not just for you, not just for me, but for you as in the referred and me as well. So it's like a total of 60 ringgit they're giving out to people who are signing up. So yeah, account opening as well is just 5 minutes, I kid you. Back in the day, last year, I had to actually print out the whole document. It was like 30, 40 pages. Sign the document, initial each one of them, go to Post Malaysia and wrap it up nicely, post it to them, wait for it to come through the mail. But tell you what, like recently I've actually referred this to my parents, actually helped them sign up. Everything's like electronic now, like just do it through the computer in front of you. And I think you can just finish it within a day itself. It's just that simple. So yeah, we've gone through like what's P2P essentially about, and why should you invest in it. So if you're still hesitant on it, just comment below in the questions on my YouTube page or on the Facebook post below. If not, just register now through the following Funding Society's referral link, which I have. And I plan to actually post more videos on my experience with it. Perhaps show you guys after I log in, what are the different tabs you have, what kind of analytics they give you, what kind of notes there are, and more things like that. But if you feel this video is confident enough to convince you to invest in it, then yeah, just go ahead with the link. You can just invest 1,000 ringgit and just see how it goes. It doesn't mean that you have to invest like a huge sum of money. So yeah, just to wrap up this video, what I'd like to say is that You either stand to gain nothing or something for you and your referral or your referred people if you do sign up for P2P money lending. Thanks again for listening, and yeah, have a good day.